Hi, my name is John. Welcome to another Sunday night nightcap. As you're watching this on Sunday, because now it's Friday, because on Sunday, as you're watching this now, I'll be driving up the A1M after spending hopefully a pleasant weekend at the NEC Classic Car Show with my wife Deb. Right, anyway, on to tonight's nightcap. The first thing I'm going to do is the draw for this double boost hat. I'll take it off and I'll put my other one on. Right, well, a good dig around in here. There's quite a few names came in as well this week. Right, there's a one. Bob Weaver. Right, Bob, as usual, all you need to do is send me an email with your address and I'll get that posted off to you straight away. You'll also get one of the dreaded 9x1.5mm taps. I'm going to do another giveaway. This one is going to be for something that wasn't ever claimed. It's a set of Starrett outside and inside calipers, a little homemade engineer square, and of course the dreaded 8, in fact it's 9x1.5mm tap. I'll get a close-up shot of them. As I said, these are Starrett. They're beautifully shaped and formed. A little bit of WD-40 and some Scotch Brite and they would clean up really nice. Same with these ones. A little homemade square. I've checked that square against mine and it is nice and square. And of course the dreaded 9x1.5mm tap. As usual, if you want to enter the draw, all you have to do is send me an email. That's my email address up there. Your name goes into the bucket. If it's drawn out, you win the prize. Once your name's drawn out, it doesn't go back in again. And the names that haven't been drawn obviously stay in there. I haven't spent a great deal of time in the shop this week. I haven't got very much content. Sadly, my dad had a fall and he's now back in hospital. He didn't really hurt himself in the fall, but he's really confused. I'm not quite sure what's happening. They're changing his meds, trying to get him sorted out. He's been well looked after, that's one thing I can say for them. They certainly are dedicated to their jobs. Right, tonight's nightcap. I make a start on a new anti-vibration camera mount. I once made one with rubber, didn't work. This is a completely different setup. I'll show a bit of that. I do some milling. I mill a manifold for a Volvo race engine. And I make some lifting plates, drilling and tapping in the lathe, and a little bit more mill work. I cut these lifting plates out last week, out of 11mm plate. I burnt the holes in with a plasma cutter, and the mistake I made, I burnt the holes too near size, and when I come to drill them out, I had a hell of a job breaking through the hard skin where the plasma had cut. I did get them drilled and I did get a thread in. I'm not happy with the thread, especially on the lifting plate. So what I've done, I've cut some more out, some more blanks. I'm just going to machine the holes in. That one, it would do, but it's not right. I'm not happy with the thread. It's not a proper thread, and the holes aren't perfectly round. It's a shame because it cut out quite nicely. The finish where it's cut it is pretty good. I'm just going to drill them in this self-centering 4-jaw chuck. I'm going to change the chuck jaws because you don't want something in like that with all the jaw sticking out. Plus the chuck's full of swarf and shite. It's not a cheap chuck, but it's not an expensive chuck. And I must admit, compared to a Pratt chuck, it does jam up with swarf much easier. But for the price, I can't really complain. All the crap out of the a little bit of light oil in there won't do any harm. Squirt the WD-40 won't do any harm neither. jaws are numbered 1 to 4. They would be because there's 4 of them. So we need to find number 1, which is that one there. Got a 1 written there and I stamped an E on there. So we'll turn the screw around just until we see the start of it, which is there. Jaw number 1 goes in, started. Then number 2. And if they all meet in the middle, it means you've got the truck together right. If you don't, you haven't. If it binds up, you haven't. Right, so they all meet in the middle. So the job is a good one, so to speak. Right, get it on that one. It won't grip one further in. There's still plenty of engagement there. But obviously you've got to be aware what you've got spinning around here. You don't want to be getting interfering with that lot. These are the solid carbide wheels I got off my friend Mark. They're absolutely wonderful. I really would like a set of those. Make the job easy. And that's drilling absolutely perfectly. The chips are coming off and the spokes coming off exactly the same length at the same angle. 27/64 is the nearest drill I've got to 10.8, which is just on that, about 10.7, because you do want a nice tight thread. I've got the tap head in the R32 collar chuck because simply it gets a much stronger hole than an ordinary real chuck. Just a slightest attempt to turn there. So that's a nice sharp tight thread. Before I take out the chuck, I'm just going to scribe a line straight across it. Just help me set it up when I come to drill the other 2 holes. Okay, so we'll touch it there. Just scribe a line straight across it. So I can pick up the centres of the other 2 holes. See a nice, clean, sharp thread. I need to drill 2 half-inch holes, which are 80 centimetres apart, so that's like 40 mil from the centre. I'm using this simple pointer just to find the middle. You can carefully move it around until the pointer stops moving, and then it's absolutely dead on in the centre, or at least as near in the centre as the job calls for. So I can lock off the axis, hit that, cancel the DRO 0, and put a centre drill in, 40, 40, and then go from there. In fact, I'm not going to bother with a centre drill, I'm just going to go straight in with one of these nice, really sharp carbide drills. It's only to go along 40mm. That's 40mm there. These are going to be very close to the edge, but that's what his drone says. And that's literally like a light through butter. Don't fault that. And that's only a cheap and carry Banggood 4-bay drills, or 4-bolt drills, the off 4-bolt. Obviously made sure I've lined up the centre with the T-board slot. I don't want to go poking any holes in here. So we need to go back to 0. That's 0 plus 40. It didn't really matter about that mark. I put on when I had the planks in the lathe, it made no difference. I've got a friend who does strange things with Volvo engines. This is part of a Volvo electric manifold. He's chopped it off, literally chopped it off with a grinder, and he wants to make the machine all those faces flat. That appears to be the highest one, so we'll start with that. I've got a face mill in, so been welding on there, practice welding, so it gives you some idea of what it's going to be. Be a fabricated manifold of some description. Starting to get somewhere near now. Right, I've turned the spindle speed up and slowed the feed on. We're going for a final cut. I mean, this is going to be welded on anyway, but we might as well make it look pretty before we start butchering the bastard thing again. Saying that, his work really is good. Some of his fabrication work for the gear he uses is absolutely amazing. Put a nice finish on there. This material is often decent stuff. It's surprising, you think it would be rubbish, but the machine's well, it does weld very well. I've done quite a few modifications on inlet manifolds, and they do seem to use different material. Just one little mark on that one where it's missed, but it's going to be welded, so it'll make no difference at all. If I had 10 3/4 spanners, I still wouldn't be able to find one. That was well held, John. What's the centre one? 22. Which is on the other end of my 19 that I use all the time on the milling machine. And I don't know where I put the bloody thing. There it is. I've had that spanner a long time. It's a 19 on one end, 22 on the other. Perfect for this particular job, for the T-bolts on the lathe, milling machine even. Right, that's it. Decent finish. See, we've had to go at welding it just to make sure the material is weldable, and I've always found it quite reasonable to do.